We are now joined by our F1 analyst, Tim Hauraney. Tim, Lando Norris was coming off a disastrous Canadian Grand Prix where he ran into the back of teammate and championship leader Oscar Piastri. So just how important was this win for Norris?
Yeah, it's huge. Lando Norris has been working extremely hard away from the racetrack, and that's because he has to level himself up to reach what Oscar Piastri is doing. And Lando Norris even saying himself, this is the hardest he's had to work away from the racetrack as well. He's been putting in extra hours with the team at the factory. He's been putting in extra hours on the simulator. He's been putting in a lot of hours just working on himself personally. And all of that we saw, I think, pay off on Sunday in Austria. He was dominant all weekend. He was consistent all weekend as well. And also, I think what has helped is the new update that the team has brought to this car. They had a whole new front end for this car, for this race, and for the foreseeable future. And what it's designed to do is to give the drivers a better feel for what the front end of the race car is doing. Lando Norris seems to think that it's helping him, and Andrea Stella confirming all of that when I heard from him on Saturday, saying that it's giving the drivers a better balance and more grip as well. And so I think if Lando Norris can keep this consistency going now for the rest of the season, I think we're in for one heck of a second half to this Drivers' Championship, because this weekend I think Lando Norris gained a ton of confidence from this win in Austria.
That is huge. Now, after being taken out on the opening lap, Max Verstappen now sits 61 points back of championship leader Piastri. His first DNF in 32 races, Tim. Are Verstappen's championship aspirations over already?
Look, there's still over halfway to go in this championship, so still a lot of points up for grab. But if I was pushed for an answer, I would have to say, looking at what happened on Sunday with Max losing all of those points, it just really feels like it's over for him in this Drivers' Championship standings. However, if Red Bull can get a few things right, and in particular, updates to their race car, which they had brought one for Austria, didn't really look like it worked out. However, it still needs to be refined. If they can get their updates working a little better and give Max an actual race car, then I think he can chew his way back into this championship. He's also going to need a few other things to go his way as well, and that being Lando Norris in particular taking points away from championship leader Piastri. And then Max is going to have to start taking points away from both McLarens. Now, it's a big ask on both of those fronts, but there is a path forward still for Max Verstappen to get himself back into this Drivers' Championship battle. He's just going to need a few things to start going his way a little bit more, or else it could be curtains for this season.